Welcome to tonight's episode of Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel, and as always, I have a very special guest for you, Tanya Dean, who's an inspirational speaker and motivational coach. She'll be with us for the next 30 minutes, so stay with us. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Beyond Focus TV allows you to discuss contemporary topics affecting the Caribbean people on both a national and local level. The show features informed guests who offer insight, debate, and evaluate various issues. Beyond Focus TV builds on the station's mission to provide useful information to the Caribbean people in New York and abroad. Beyond Focus TV, where our viewing audience can get educated, informed, and empowered. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. Like I said, I have a very special guest for you, Tanya Dean. Welcome to the program.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to have you. Lots of great things. Motivational speaker, inspiration, Skaterobics, couple of things. But before we go into all that, I always love to open up the show with a little bit of who are you? So who is Tanya Dean?
Tanya Dean is a retired New York City correction captain.
Wow.
A two-time Golden Glove boxing champion. I wrote a book called The Power of the Skate. It's a small book, coffee table book, just to chronicle and document Skaterobics and how it started. I am a roller skating instructor. I have an organization, Skaterobics. I have 8 other instructors as well with me. And we teach roller skating, but we transform lives through roller skating. We use roller skating as the vehicle to allow people to get results in the rink and out the rink.
Wow. That is, I'm looking at you, I'm like, retired. Yeah. I was like, can I get some of that collagen? Because I need the secret. No, but that's fantastic. So you have a strong background, yes. A lot of different things. I'm actually interested about the boxing. Yes. So let's touch about that briefly.
Yes. Well, when I was working on Rikers Island, obviously, that's a stressful job. So having that type of a job, you got to release energy. So the guy I was dating at the time, he was really close friend to Yoel Judah, Zab Judah's dad. And so they will always be in the gym training and working people out. And one day I was like, let me go in there. I got to exert some of this energy. Let me go into the gym too. But I was always into physical fitness, aerobics, dance. You know, that's always been my background. So just to add boxing as a component. So I got in there and I was just doing it for working out. That was it. I was not thinking about doing no fighting. I grew up fighting as a kid though. I was so crazy. But I didn't think about doing boxing. And then once I got in there and then they started seeing the skills that I had potentially had, the trainers were like, you need to do this. And then at the time,
like, do this?
Like, do what? I said, then the New York Daily News had just come out at that time with women boxing. So I was like one of the first with the New York City Daily News to come out and boxing in the Daily News Golden Gloves.
Wow. That's just an interesting tidbit and a really cool fact to add to everything. So then fast forward now, you retired from doing the day job stuff.
Yes.
And your whole focus now is Skaterobics.
Roller skating, having fun after growing up and being in that environment, so negative, so stressful, you're working all the time. I needed an outlet. And then at the time, I came on the job in like 1987. So at that time, it was really tough. And we was working long hours. We would work every day, double shifts. And then on our day off, which was a canceled past day, we may have gotten stuck into a triple. And we were always tired and always working. Couldn't see your family that much. Couldn't go out. And I needed an outlet. So while I was there working in the correction academy, and then I was a security captain in one of the toughest jails on Rikers Island, I needed an out. I was like, I need to do something to have some fun. Life is tough right now. So one day I went into a roller rink, the legendary Empire roller rink. Everybody knows that. If you're a roller skater, you lived in Brooklyn, you went to Empire. Yeah. Somebody you knew went to Empire. And went there one night on a Saturday night at 11 o'clock. And it was funny because I used to dance at the Greater Allen Cathedral. I used to do liturgical dance for about 7 years. So I used to go to the rink from 11 to 4, run home, take a shower, and then I used to minister from the 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock and 11 o'clock service. I'm hyper, and I loved it. I used to do the dancing in the church, and then I used to go roller skating. Yeah, I used to leave there and then go straight to church and do my ministry. It was amazing, beautiful, wonderful.
That is just a lot of things. A lot of things.
I have to do a lot of things. I like to keep my life busy. I like to keep moving. There's so many things that can keep you down, keep you depressed. And I'm like, look, life might be, even if we live 100 years of life, is nothing to thousands of years of death. So you got to get it in. It may not be long, but it's wide. Squeeze stuff in there, have some fun.
Always squeeze it in. So tell us about Skaterobics.
All right, Skaterobics was born. I came up with the concept in 2010. I documented it, put it on paper, figuring out which way, because I was always roller skating, and a bunch of us would come together, and we would dance, and we would create routines, and Rikers, they called me the drill sergeant, because I used to teach security skills and use of force training. So all the new recruits that came in, we had to run them around, the cemetery, push-ups, so they used to be like, oh my gosh, she's a drill sergeant. And it's funny, when I got into the rink, they used to call me the drill sergeant, and one didn't know that the other called me the drill sergeant, and so they came up with the drill sergeant. I don't know if it was because I was hard or if it, the repetition. They probably were just mad at me. She's a drill sergeant, But we used to dance all the time, and it was a workout. And they used to always say, oh my God, this feels like a workout. And then I used to teach aerobics, and I used to do dancing. So I was like, there's a rope. Yeah, put it together. Skaterobics. Let's make this happen.
And so excellent concept.
So that was in 2010. And then in 2015, I actually launched it and decided, and I didn't even know what it was. I came up with a nice little name, had some shirts. I really didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I was just like, okay, it sounds good to me. Let's make it happen. But over the years, it started to develop and start coming into its own. So now Skaterobics is 3 parts. It's Skaterobic skills, where you can come in, and if you skated before or never skated, we teach you all the fundamentals of roller skating, how to balance, how to control, how to stay up, how to stop. Then we have Skaterobics dance, where we do a lot of dancing and routines and playing, and it still teaches you the same thing, to get comfortable on skates. And then we have Skaterobic fitness that I haven't launched yet, because I want to make sure it's where it needs to be.
Okay, so 3 components, and let's kind of go into each. So if you're a beginner, so someone who hasn't been on skates in like 100 years, like me, and lost all balance,
that's right,
we'll probably go into that baby class, the initial, get yourself comfortable, because you got to get the base and the foundation first before you start doing tricks and dance moves.
That's right.
But what's your message to people who might be scared or who haven't been on skates in such a long time?
Well, we get that all the time, because those people that are scared reach out to me. People that haven't been on skates, the average age skater that's coming to me now is about 45.
Oh, okay.
50.
So it's a mature crowd.
It's a mature crowd, and we have 2 demographics. We have the 25 to 35, the millennials, and they come in, they just want to have fun. They got the group of friends. They want to learn how to skate really quick because they may have a birthday party coming up. And then you have the older, the 40 to 65, who are maybe coming out of work, need something else to do, socialize, network, and stay healthy.
Well, hold that thought right there, because we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. So, Tanya, you were saying that, different age groups are coming in. So you got the millennials that want to come in. They might have a party. Boom, let's just learn this real quick.
Yes.
The older generation, 45 to 60.
Yeah.
They want to just have a little fun.
They just want to have fun. They want to socialize. They want to come out. They're the 50, that's the new 30 and the 40. They're still active. They're still vibrant. They still have a lot of life in that. They remember skating as a child, and then they went into life in college and having children and, work. And but now, and especially even with COVID, a lot of people stop working. And this is something to do to fill in the gap of just being caught in this new world order that we're in right now.
Absolutely. What are some tips that you could give to the skaters? Or what are some common mistakes that every new skater that you see time and time again when they come into your class?
I can skate. I used to skate. I remember when I used to skate. And then they get on the skates and like, what's going on? So one common tip is take your time. Persistence, dedication will get you where you need to go. Because most people want to come in and they can barely stand up. All right, but show me how to pivot and show me how to turn, and I want to skate backwards, and I want to skate forward, and I want to do partner skates, and I love the excitement. I love it, but I'm like, wait, one thing at a time. Right. You gotta relax. Safety first, then have fun second.
Do people fall?
Everybody can fall in roller skating. It's almost like when you're driving. Do people have accidents? Yeah, not always, not all the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you can. But and that's their biggest fear of falling.
That is my fear.
That's everybody's fear. But if you're under good instruction and people who know what they're doing, they're going to progress you from where you're at. The only time you'll get injured is either you look one way and go another, or you're not listening. Because being older myself, I understand the importance of safety. I understand people are afraid. I have to build their confidence up, and so I have to give them exercises and other things that they can do to build their confidence and allow them to grow. So they very rarely fall, but even if you do, we teach you how to fall and get up. You have your protective gear, your wrist guard, your elbow pads, your knee pads, even your helmets if you have to, if this is something you really want to do, and you can protect yourself. But under my tutelage, you're not going to fall unless you just don't listen.
No, and that is so important, because people want to make sure. Under Skaterobics, what are some of the packages that we could get? Like, do you do one-on-one or little group sessions?
We do personal under Skaterobics. Well, right now, I used to teach in the New York City Parks Department, right at St. John's Recreation Center. 60, 70 people, students at a time. I was teaching at Hot Skates, me and my staff. We were teaching at Hot Skates roller rink before, and they shut down March 2019. We had the minimum amount of students we had was 65 every night on a Friday from 8:30 to 10, and the max we had was 150 in one setting. But then I had 9 instructors, so we would break the class down according to skill and ability, obviously. And then I was teaching at Eastern Athletic Club downtown Brooklyn, have a class down there, and now we're out at Massapequa. But since COVID, no group anything was going on, so I teach online, Zoom. So I have my Zoom classes, and the good thing, even though COVID has been horrific, there has been
expanded your business.
It expanded my business. I do dance class. I was teaching a class in California on Sunday. It was 10 their time, 1 hour time. Then I was teaching a derby in Portland, the derby group, because they couldn't get out and do their derby stuff. So they reached out to me and was like, could you do like an 8-week class with us? So I was teaching them on Monday. I have a roller dance class on Tuesday. I did last night. 30, 40 people from Australia, Arizona,
I was gonna say, you
Canada.
Could have people from all
They're
over.
From all over. One of the ladies, her name is Belinda. It's 7 our time, and it's 7 a.m. She skates with me 7 o'clock in the morning in her house, and with the Zoom, they're in their bathroom, they're in the living room, they're in the kitchen,
and that is so
they're in the
cool.
basement.
That's just the nature of the times now.
You know,
see
it was
a cat
like
walking through.
the kids ride by, but we pivoted. I wanted, and I created the Zoom because I wanted to keep our community together, because there were so many of us in so many different classes all over New York City that I was like, what can I do to make sure we can just stay active, stay together? Because, COVID, even a hermit like me, I'm a hermit by nature. I'm a hermit and an introvert, believe it or not. I'm hyper, but I'm an introvert. So
I would not have thought that.
Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. If I'm not out skating I'm in the house 24 hours a day, reading, studying, computers. I've always been that way, even growing up with my siblings. I've always been a hermit and an introvert. And people are like, what? No, when I come out, I socialize, but I have to retreat into my secret place and just stay there. Sometimes for days, even with COVID. Sometimes I'll come in after Sunday, and the next time I may hit the door, maybe Thursday or Friday, if I have to come outside.
If you don't have to come outside.
So when COVID hit and everybody went bananas, I was like, okay, this is how I live.
Is that
not crazy?
It's crazy, but you know what? It's an adjustment, and if it works, it works.
That's right. And then, but for some of my participants, they were pulling hairs out, ready to kill themselves, feeling a little depressed, and not literally kill themselves, but depressed, going stir crazy. So I was like, let me create something that we can stay connected in what we do and still be able to have some sense of normalcy. So that's how the Zoom classes was born. Then Airbnb seen that I was doing online classes, and they came up with Airbnb Experience. So Airbnb asked me to come on and do classes for Airbnb.
So then you could book it through
Airbnb.
So if they're staying in Brooklyn or wherever. It's a virtual.
It's virtual.
That's right, because we're still virtual.
It was virtual. So they couldn't do their regular Airbnb because nobody was traveling, no hotels, no anything. So they was like, let's do experiences for Airbnb, and it has to be something different that nobody else can duplicate. And I was able to do Airbnb with them.
That is phenomenal. I love seeing that progress. Yes. We're going to take a quick break. Okay. We'll be right back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. So Tanya, what has been the highlight for you of having Skaterobics and being the founder, CEO, and boss lady of Skaterobics?
The highlight, especially, and even before this climate and the Black Lives Matter, which we understand is important, I'm not trivializing that because, all lives matter. Black lives are in danger. So we got to make that clear. But before this, everybody always mattered to me. And the highlight of Skaterobics is spreading love through roller skating, and to be able to bring everybody, all races, all creeds, all colors, and to see us all coexist together and just have fun. And my tagline is fun has no color.
I love it.
Fun has no color. And so bringing people together in fun, in this climate of negativity and division and separation. So the highlight of all of this is just to be successful and able to do that.
And that is so true, because my family's from Trinidad. So when we do carnival, you literally see all shades. Everybody, when you are wearing your feathers and everyone's celebrating our freedom, those 2 days, you see the rainbow, and everyone's having fun as one.
That's right.
So fun has no. I instantly thought of that. I was like, yeah, because you're seeing, and when we're wearing our feathers, when we're outside of work, you don't even someone just told me like, oh, that was a judge, that's the minister or so. I'm like, what? I didn't even know.
That's exactly
because we're all equal in that moment.
Yes, we are.
And when you're having a good time and you're just enjoying yourself, there's no division of anything.
There's no division. It's liberating. It's freeing. It's togetherness. It's fun. And when people you start breaking down barriers, because people start realizing, okay, You like me, I'm like you. I heard, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I got preconceived notions. I think you looking at me, you think I'm looking at you. You know, you start seeing the similarities in each other and not the differences.
Exactly. And I know for you, probably one of the biggest things why people want to skate is the nostalgia of it. Like I'm an older millennial because I still make the cut. Thanks. So like I still make the cut, but I know for a lot of older people,
Right.
That was, and like you said, I used to do that, and they are like, oh no, it's not like
right.
I don't remember it being like that.
Right. And then, you know, but it is especially rooted in our community. Grandparents, great-grandparents, parents who used to skate, especially in Empire, historical, you know, in Empire, you know, I think it opened up 1941 to organ music. So it's a lot of rich history in roller skating in New York City. But even my parents, my mom is 78 and my dad is 82, and they roller skated. They're from Baltimore, and they roller skated when they was 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. That was their every year. I mean, every year, that's what they wanted. All the kids had roller skates. And so the nostalgia of it, yes, for then, and now the health component.
And that's the part
now.
that I love that you do bring in, because it is physical activity that all people could benefit from.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Health and fitness at any age.
Which is so important. How do people at home get in contact with you? Give us your social media, your website, all that good stuff.
Everything is Skaterobics.
Spell it out.
Skaterobics. Not most people like to separate skate and aerobics. No, it's Skaterobics. Okay,
Skaterobics.
One word. So everybody else is a clone and a phony. Website is Skaterobics. The Instagram is Skaterobics. The Twitter is Skaterobics. I don't use that much though. Our email info@skaterobics.com. And our phone number is 1-888-314-2978. So Skaterobics all across the board. Skaterobics.
That is phenomenal. What's your 2021 plan? What do you have? And I know it's kind of hard to plan right now because we're all just kind of going with the flow. We hear the city might be shutting down again, so we don't know what's happening. But what would you like to see as the vision for 2021?
I don't know. I am a visionary, but things come to me inspirationally. So I may write down, you know, I want to travel the world and have classes and lessons and stuff, but that might not be what the universe wants. So I do, as far as business plan, I might write what's regular, you know, to have some classes. What I would love, though, is one of our politicians or someone, an investor who want to partner with Skaterobics to open up something so we can have our own, because with the rinks shutting down, the real estate
Prospect
in
Park
New
used
York,
to have the whole.
Absolutely. So, but it probably will have to be a roller skater, because if you don't roller skate, you don't understand the benefits, the health, the healing, the importance of it. Everybody else will poo-poo. Oh no, it's roller skating. I don't hurt myself, but they don't understand how important mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because first of all, it makes you feel good. And once you feel good, you can create. Once you can create, you can work into your purpose and your fulfillment. So there's a whole lot of components than just, they just roll. No. It's euphoric, but it is spiritual and liberating as well.
I totally understand.
You understand? So what I would like to see is someone to recognize that, and how important it is for our community, for our children, for our generations to have something, especially in this climate. And they're stuck in the house with remote learning. It's not normal to not connect. It's not normal to not be out exercising. I do what we call the Sunday Fun Day in Queens. I've been out there since June 4th. And it's about 200 of us out there skating, all in masks. The community comes out. The neighborhood comes out. I have children up to the elderly. Some skate, Some just are just
watch.
vibing.
Yeah.
And I say that to say it's because we need that human interaction. It is not normal to be back here elbowing people, your grandmama you waving at. Something's wrong. And to bring the component of physical fitness, health, togetherness, networking, you can still social distance.
Absolutely.
You know, if they have the big enough space. I say that because we need
more space.
We need a space. That's what we need. You know, I've been working in different buildings and roller rinks, but we need a space for more than just. And that's my vision that I want. Find me the space, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do.
And she'll turn it into magic.
And I'm going to make it magical.
I love it. Well, Tanya Dean, thank you so much for being here today. You know what? We're going to have you back in 2021, get an update, and maybe bring some skates.
Definitely.
We can have a little tutorial with Lydia. Okay?
Yeah.
I think we'll make that happen.
Yes, absolutely,
awesome.
Lydia.
Thank you so much.
So
and
nice.
As always, if you have any questions or comments, you can send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. I'm your host, Lydia Patel. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back again next week. Same time, same place. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us. Beyond Focus TV show wants and needs your feedback. Did we blunder? Please let us know so we can improve. Was the show helpful to you? Drop us a note so we can share the success with our staff members. Is there something you think we could do better? We welcome new ideas and new approaches to old ideas. Do you have a great suggestion? Let us know and we'll work on it. If you would like to share your comments anonymously, please send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. If you want to get in touch with the executive producer directly, send him an email at gene@beyondfocusmedia.com. We really look forward to hearing from you.